Welcome back. Madagascar's highest court has revoked parts of a new electoral law that has seen opposition activists take to the streets in protest. It has ruled that the revision of electoral list and the length of campaigns prescribed in the law are unconstitutional. Opposition lawmakers and their supporters accuse the president of manipulating the electoral law to his advantage. Opposition supporters have been protesting for weeks, occupying a square in the capital, Antananarivo. This week, the defense minister and the heads of the security forces urged the government and the opposition to resolve Madagascar's political crisis. Aid organization Doctors Without Borders says that hundreds of migrants and refugees, including women and children, are being held in a dangerously overcrowded detention center in Libya. The International Medical Humanitarian Organization says that many have been held for more than 5 months in the port city of Zuwara in western Libya, and they are kept in inhumane conditions without adequate food or water. It further states that more than 500 people have been detained in the past 2 weeks alone, far exceeding the center's capacity. Welcome to our Africa Tech segment. The Internet of Things is becoming a prominent factor of the complex Internet infrastructure. The Internet of Things, IoT, which is a market in itself, includes components and devices that enable connectivity and exchange of information through the Internet. The rapid adoption of Internet connectivity around the world has enabled appliances for electronics such as microwaves, televisions, connected vehicles, and wearable electronic devices. Our guest, Christian Agidigbo, a hardware developer, joins us from our Abuja studios to examine the IoT development in Nigeria. Thanks for joining us on the program.
Thank you, Topper.
So, briefly explain to our viewers the concept of the Internet of Things.
Okay, actually, Internet of Things is basically an interconnection of devices, which could include objects, people, mechanical machines, and what have you. Their interconnection to be able to correlate with each other and connect with each other such that you could give timely instructions and get timely data that you could use for analytics and making better decisions.
So what role can it play in the development of our country? Why is it so important?
Okay, IoT is pretty important because in any system whatsoever, you need data to be able to generate proper models, to be able to give you a good run in making necessary measures, necessary calculations, necessary predictions as regards various things that you might need to monitor in our physical surroundings. For example, we have a situation in Port Harcourt where there's the pollution. IoT is designed in such a way as to be able to pick this data that is necessary to be able to analyze pollution and analyze the pollutant such that you could make predictive models and also preventive measures to be able to mitigate this risk that it poses to our health and our environment.
Considering the fact that Nigeria has a poor data record, how can we further harness this IoT for our benefit?
Okay, currently, where I normally work, we are designing or have designed an IoT engine with the capability of picking up these data from our physical surroundings. This machine could actually pick physical quantities like temperature, pressure. It could monitor humidity. It could monitor various things, what have you, and also send this information in real time online for you to monitor, for people at the back end to be able to harness this data, to be able to make predictive models and know how to be able to curb whatever it is they might want to employ it to curb, or in a situation where it's just used for control, because it's actually designed to be able to use, for you to be able to use it for control in a situation where you need to control appliances at home, or you need to control industrial scale machines. For example, in your agricultural sector, if you monitor, say, the humidity of the region, and you discover where the humidity is not good enough for the crops that you intend growing in that particular region, you could actually program these machines to be able to make timely decisions and create an irrigational system that is automated from start to finish. So these processes find application in not just agricultural, but in security, to be able to give you real-time actuations whenever you need them, and also monitoring, as the case may be.
So what are some of the challenges likely to be faced with IoT?
Okay, currently, the major challenge of IoT is basically that of security. Security, because anything you hook up to the internet has the tendency to be hacked. So if you're dealing with data that naturally shouldn't be exposed to members of the public, you might have a little hassle with having to encrypt such data so that they don't get hacked into. We also have problems, which is that of the impending power issues that we have in Nigeria, although measures are being taken to be able to curb that trend. In the current technology that we have, a machine called Obono IoT engine, it integrates a power system whereby it takes into cognizance the kind of power situation we have in Nigeria, such that it's low power consumption, and it can actually harness solar energy to be able to power itself for as long as you need it to run. It's designed to be an embedded system, so it doesn't need human interaction or human manipulation for use. So the machine is designed in such a way to be able to run itself autonomously, have its own power generated, and the power has been proven to last for a good amount of time.
Hardware developer Christian Agidigbo, thank you so much for joining us on Network Africa. And that's it on the program. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Temi Tokwe Fagbemi. To have a lovely weekend.